Hello, my Diamond Art friends. Eileen here. I have a special surprise before I get on to my WIP chat. As you all know, Mushy from Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting won my 500 subscriber or 500 subby giveaway. She reached out to me and said she wanted to pay it forward. And what she was requesting that I do is a redraw. But when I did my redraw, she also wanted to add a Raven Diamond Art canvas to that canvas. So not only would it be the Dreamer's Design canvas that she won or that she had selected to win, but she would be paying it forward and donating, in a way, game time from Raven Diamond Art, which is a 40 by 50, and I believe it's an A-B kit. Let me just go back in my message with her. Pretty sure she said it's an A-B kit. Just give me a second. I don't have that pulled up. Let's see. Actually, it was our voice message that she sent me. But anyway, I believe it's an A-B kit. So, what I did is I went ahead and I took her name off of the 500 subscriber wheel giveaway. And since she's donating a canvas, and per her request, of course, I'm gonna spin again. So let's go ahead and spin this again. So I've got it all pulled up again, and here we go. Well, it actually cut it off, but it's Crafts with Nightingale is the new 500 subscriber giveaway winner. So congratulations. So what I would just ask that you do is please go ahead and send me a message on either Facebook Messenger or email me at diamondcraftsbyilene@gmail.com. I'll need your mailing address so we can get your prize mailed out to you, and I will give you until, what is Friday? Friday is the 24th, May 24th, to provide me that information. Crafts by Nightingale, and if I don't hear from you by Friday, Saturday morning, I will redraw again. So congratulations, and I do want to thank you so much, Mushy, for paying it forward and donating a canvas to include in my giveaway. Congratulations to the winner of my giveaway. And again, Mushy, thank you so much. You are so amazing. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the WIP chat. Okay, so I'm ready now to do the WIP chat portion of this video. Oh, excuse me as I get myself comfortable. I didn't have to do the introduction due to our very special surprise, which was the redraw for my 500 subscriber giveaway. So a huge shout out to Mushy, Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting for being so gracious and donating a canvas to pay it forward for another one of my subscribers. So I would just say that if you haven't checked out Mushy, even though I know she would not want me doing this, I'm going to do it anyway. If you haven't checked out Mushy's channel, Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, I'm going to list her in my title anyway. And yeah, if you would just go ahead and head on over there and give her a look and subscribe, yeah, that would be awesome. So, okay, I was going to do some werewolf facts for this video. Well, I changed my mind, just like everything else these days. What I ended up doing is I bought these relationship cards. They were at the Dollar Tree. Now they had them for like family edition, but then they have relationship edition. which is a huge stack of cards that were in like a like playing card box, so as you can see. And you just answer the questions that are on the card. So I picked out some to kind of talk about and answer, and hopefully in a way that would help my subscribers get to know me a little bit better. So let me go ahead and get some drills down, and we'll get started. And I'll take my first set of drills out. So this is Fangs from Raven, a diamond art. This is one that they actually gifted me, that I got one with one of my orders, and so there was no way I'd ever give this one away. So yeah, I had to do this one after Mother because I just wanted to kind of have that experience of doing. There are two different type canvases. They're A/B canvas versus their non-A/B canvas, and yeah. So I really don't have an opinion about it yet because I'm not done. I will say this canvas is easier for me to see, but it's also the colors are not that of Mother. So of course pink and yellow and, you know, the lighter blues are gonna come out, you know, and be easier to see. But yeah, we'll kind of discuss that when I kind of finish this one up and do my end of the month review and kind of discuss the different canvases, what I liked or didn't like about them. But yeah. So anyway, let's get some more of these 8s down, and I'm going to answer the first question, the first card, which is what is your favorite way to recharge and find inner peace? Okay, now this one's kind of like is kind of like not a hard question for me to answer. Now, I live fairly close to the beach, and during like the fall kind of winter months where it's colder and there's not a lot of people at the beach, I like to go to either St. Pete Beach or Anna Marie Island, Holmes Beach, and I like to just walk, you know, with my toes in the water and just walk the beach and just kind of take some time and, you know, breathe and just recenter. Another thing that I do as well is I like to go to like nature preserves where they have like these trails that you can walk and see wildlife. I like to do those as well. I do have a love of nature. My parents took my younger brothers and I camping a lot, so I do have a love for just being outdoors, and yeah, I really feel like as well when you go to the beach and you see the ocean, or you know, you take a walk and you see you know, these animals that, you know, you really can kind of realize that the things that are plaguing you, you know, they're not always, you know, gonna be there. You know, times might be tough, but yeah, you just have to give yourself some grace. And you're just, I hate to say it, like a small little person in a huge, humongous, you know, world. But yeah, not that we're not important, because we're just one of, you know, millions, trillions, gajillions, whatever the next number is. Yeah, but that is how I like to kind of like find inner peace, is to just kind of walk the beach in the winter time here when there aren't a lot of people, you know, kind of there, or go to a nature preserve and go for a walk. During the summer, that can be a little bit difficult, but here because it's so hot, but if you go at the right time, like first thing in the morning, you know, it's not that bad. And wear bug spray and sunscreen. Anyway, okay, that's the first question. All right, let me do a couple more 8s. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, I also want to mention, I didn't mention, I am using the Lucky Alien Putty in my single placer and my 4 placer in this pen, and then Pearl in the 7 placer and the single placer on this pen. 7 is the largest amount that I will single place. I realize that that's probably where I'm most comfortable, even though 4 is probably the you know, people say the sweet spot, but I feel like 7, depending, will go easy for me, and sometimes it doesn't. And I don't really focus too much if it's, you know, if it's not working, then I just go to the 4 and stay on the 4, you know, for that diamond painting day. You know, there's just days multi-placing just isn't a fun thing. And you'll also notice I'm not using a ruler this time, and that's just because I needed a smaller ruler for this one, and I didn't have the right size, and so I had to kind of go without it, but it's going fine without it. All right, so let's see. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, all right, we got all those. We're gonna go to 7, the drill number 7. And I am using the Deep 6 tray that Mushy gifted me. I love this tray. If you haven't checked out Ephemera, you know, 3D on Etsy, give them a look and, you know, find something you like. That tray is really, really great. I'm enjoying using it. All right, anyway, 7, and then I gotta go to my next question. I got an invitation to go to dinner tomorrow night, so that's why I'm not going to do my whip and chat on Monday. My friend Cindy and her sister, who is also my friend, asked me to, you know, meet them for dinner, and I said, yeah, why not? I would love that. I would love to be able to chat with my friends for a little while and see what they've been up to. All right, so next question on here was, what is your best excuse for getting out of something you don't want to do? Well, all right, I could use the classic, I have a headache, or, you know, my stomach hurts, or whatever, but I'm probably just a little bit too blunt for that. I won't fib. So if I don't want to do it, I will just simply say, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do what you're asking me to do. Or I don't want to go here. Yeah. Now, I try to be tactful when I say it. You know, not just be like, no, I don't want to go. But I try to at least, you know, I want to make sure that I, above all things, and you know, try to be as honest as I can all the time, and unfortunately honesty can sometimes mean that, you know, you're hurtful when you don't intend to, because you don't. I have the habit when I'm around, especially my friends or my family, I don't always word things as nicely as I wish I would have or could have. It comes out before I can stop myself. So it has been something I am working on. You know, just, you know, after like the age I am, I don't know if it's something that you can really change in yourself, but I am trying to just be a little bit more calm when it comes to, you know, delivering a response, especially if I don't want to do something. Okay, so that is that answer. All right, let me get to the next thing, the next question, but let me lay down some more sevens. All right, so the next question, that card that I picked out was, if you won the lottery, how would you spend the money? Okay, well, it would depend on how much my lottery winnings were. You know, I would do the responsible thing, which is pay off my bills and my debt. And first and foremost, I would take care of my mom and help my sister, who my parents, you know, stay with my sister when they're in New York. But I would make sure that my parents have everything they want and need. And just make sure that they have what they need, what they want, because they deserve nothing but everything that, you know, in my opinion. But yeah, I would take care, I don't want to say help take care of my parents, because they are still independent. It's just, I would want them to not have to worry about, you know, the cost of things. You know, if there's a medication the doctor wants them to have and it's not covered, I could pay for it, you know, stuff like that. The next thing I would do, depending on, of course, the amount of money, is I would make sure that my nieces and nephews all got some portion of the money. And my great nieces and nephews had something stashed kind of away for them for like their education. So that it wouldn't be so much on my nieces and nephews. And of course, I would also want to give my siblings some money. So of course, as I said, it would depend on how much money I won, but pretty much it would be just making sure that my mom and dad have everything they want and need. I would pay off my bills, my debts, and maybe even find a little place that I could own. But then I'd have to mow the lawn or pay someone to do it. So I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. But anyway, yeah. That's what I would do. All right, so that's that question. You lay down some of these R's. I always find like the, you know, what would you do if you won the lottery kind of question a little bit strange. Really, I don't know what I would do, other than I know that I would be like, Mom and Dad, you know, what debt do you have? You know, here's some money. You know, how much do you want? How much do you need? What can I get you? You know. Anyway, and same with my nieces and nephews. I would want them to be able to not to have to financially struggle and be able to, you know, I don't know. I would just want to take care of them. Since I was not able to have kids of my own, they're the closest humans I'm ever going to have to my own children. So, yeah, I would want them to be absolutely as stable as possible, you know, financially. All right, so anyway, the next question, the next card that I picked was, what is your favorite movie quote? All right, so this is also an easy question for me to answer, and I don't even have to think about it. The Little Rascals movie, Buckwheat says to Spanky and Alfalfa when they're fighting, all I know is you only find a one-in-a-lifetime friend once in a lifetime. So anyway, I love that line. It is my favorite line of a movie, and I could watch that movie over and over again too. It's like one of my like if I can find it and it's on like, or it's on like a streaming service, I will watch it. I do like that movie. It's a cute little movie. I think the message is amazing, you know. He-Man woman haters, that's funny too, but you know. it was a cute little movie, and that is my favorite movie quote. I would actually be interested to hear what some of yours are. So if you want to comment what your favorite movie quote is, that would be really cool. And tell me what movie, just in case I don't know, because sometimes I'll be honest, I don't watch horror movies. So like when Mushy first initially said, you know, that was like Jigsaw or like whatever, I'm like, I don't know, she knows, but I don't know what that is. And then she sent me a picture, so I think she kind of got that I had no idea what she was talking about. Anyway, I did not know what that was when she messaged me about the, you know, donating a canvas and what one. I was like, I don't know. All right. Take a little sip of something. All right. So this says, what is your favorite way to spend a rainy day? My favorite way to spend a rainy day would be the obvious, really, which would be kind of just diamond painting all day. But in years past, before I picked up diamond painting, it would probably be just being curled up on the couch, in a blanket if I'm not having to work, and watching, movies all day. And I will say there are many a times when it's been storming here, thunder and lightning or like whatever, like I would just sit on the arm of the couch with the blinds open. I live on the 3rd floor of my apartment building. I live on the top floor, and I would just watch it rain. I would just look out the window and watch it rain. I love the sound of rain. Not like tropical storm rain or hurricane force, rain or wind. But I do like the sound of rain. And how like afterwards, even when it's steamy hot down here afterwards, I just like how if you open up the door, it kind of smells like kind of, clean and fresh outside. I like that. So yeah, I'm not a disliker of the rain. And yeah. All right. Get my next drill. We'll do one. Fix that a little. What is your favorite way to start the day? Well, for me, it's quite simple. My favorite way to start the day is to get up and have a delicious cup of nice hot coffee. Yeah, that would be, that's my favorite way to start the day. Usually there is a text message from my love because he gets up at like 3 or 3:30 in the morning. There's already a text that says, "Good morning, my love," or "Good morning, dear," or whatever he texts me that day. And, yeah, so that's my favorite way to start the day. I will tell you that I normally do not function well until I've heard from him. Just, I've received that text in the morning. So on those rare mornings where he may sleep later than me, like I'm like, why is it like 8 o'clock and I haven't heard from him yet? Yeah, so he, yeah, usually it's just Sundays that he, wakes up or texts me after I text him, just because I get up early to go to work, and I think it's like the one day he'll go into his office a little bit later. All right, so let's see. A couple ones of these. Next question is, if you could learn any language instantly, which one would you choose? Okay, this one's an easy one for me as well. I would like to be able to speak Spanish instantly. There are several residents at my Sunday job that speak Spanish as their, first language, but they do speak English. And it would be nice just to be able to speak to them in their native language, or, the language they are most comfortable. So they're not trying to search for the word that they want to use. And also down here in Florida, where we have, a pretty large population of Spanish-speaking folks, it would be nice to be able to communicate with them in a way that, would be meaningful to them, anyway, so that's how I feel about that. I would like to be able to speak Spanish instantly. I did take Spanish in high school, and because I didn't really, and in junior high school, and because I didn't use it, I lost a lot of what I learned. I had two college credits in Spanish, but as I said, I never used it, so I lost it. I lost the knowledge, went right out the brain. All right. All right, it says, what is the most valuable lesson you've learned from a failure? So, my dad once said to me, in life, each experience you have, you should learn something. And if you learn something, the experience is worth having. So, what I took away from that was, as long as you've learned, a lesson in like an outcome of something, then, and you're not gonna like keep repeating for the same result, then, it was, that experience that you had was worth having. And, we've all dealt with things not going the way we hoped, or an outcome wasn't the way we wished it would be, for something that we were tried for, or, or involved in. And I think that all I can say is I survived 100% of the failures that I've had thus far in my life, and I hope to continue, that streak, that I was able to pick myself up, dust myself off, square my shoulders, and try it again. And maybe this time do a little bit different. So yeah, that would be my answer for that one. All right, let's see. What's the next number we're gonna do? Maybe L. All right, and then let's see. I did pick out just 2 more questions, but we'll see how long I've been yapping for before I decide if I need to grab like 1 or 2 more and just answer them. Because it was, like I said, it was a whole stack of them. All right, let me lay down some L's. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's get to the next question. All right, what is the one thing you are most grateful for in your friendships or relationships? Okay, so what am I most grateful for in my relationships or friendships? And I'm going to go with friendships on this one, because I've already talked about my loved ones. So that's enough. That's enough of him. All right, so for friendships, what am I most grateful for? I have two close friends that I know, my friend Cindy, who I've talked about before, and another friend that I know that if I called them any time of the day or night, they would certainly be there for me. So it's like having an additional sister, Cindy, and brother in Maui. I know I can call them anytime and tell them what's going on, what I need, and without question, without, any fussing, my friends they've got me. And as I said, it's just like having, an extra, brother and an extra sister, like bonus. And they know they can do the same for me. They can call me any time, day or night, and I am there for them 100%. And actually Cindy's sister as well. I'm getting to know her better, and I would do anything for her too. Sometimes it's the people that come into your life that, become important to you. And I will say that part of the reason why I remained in Florida when my sister moved back to New York, not only because of Jamie, who is my love, but it was my friends. It was building these relationships that I had built, where I'm very, very close to them, and I didn't want to move away and lose touch with them. We all rode out, COVID together. We lost one of our best friends during the pandemic, who was a fellow nurse. And we all worked in the same building, and, so, I kind of feel a very big bond, a very strong bond with them. And as much as I love my family, I needed to choose me, which was staying here and kind of figuring out my way without any family around. I have never lived away from having someone in my family nearby. And so this has been different for me over the last, so what? I don't know, I guess 2 years. So, all right, so that's that. All right, what's the last question? It says, what is the one thing you appreciate about your physical appearance? All right, so I am going to say my beautiful blue eyes. Yep, my eyes are pretty blue, and it is something that I absolutely love. I got these pretty blues, courtesy of my father's DNA. Yeah, and I don't have the prettiest blue eyes in my family, though. That will always go to any of my nieces and nephews, or great nieces and great nephews. But I'm pretty darn close. Yeah, it would probably be my blue eyes. And I would say my blonde hair, but I've noticed my blonde hair is not as blonde as it used to be. But still, it's, still a little blonde, I guess. So those were the questions that I picked out for this chat. So let me check and see how long I've been chatting away. So, all right, so 30 minutes plus the other, yeah, plus the bonus little drawing. So I'm gonna call this a WIP and chat and hopefully be able to get this up Monday afternoon. So I can do a couple other things when I get home and kind of catch up on my unboxings, and other stuff I have to do. So please, if you wanted to answer any of the questions that I answered, feel free to do so. And yeah, just, yeah, I guess that's my video. Anyway, so like and comment, and have a nice day or night, whatever it is for you. Take care. Happy diamond painting, and until my next video, bye.